day. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Cam Newton and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd? They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out, of course, by Cam Newton, maybe looking for a little revenge here against the Broncos after his performance in Super Bowl 50.
What a tough day for him, right? Day, evening, it was just difficult. Hard to get things going for he and his teammates on offense. A struggle trying to find open receivers and complete pass. What was he, 18 for 41?
Yeah, no touchdowns and a pick.
No touchdowns and a pick, and then a key fumble late in the game. So it was just a total slog for him in that one. You're right, redemption, revenge, I think they're both on his mind.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean it Doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 50, Newton. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Returning it is Moore. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught by Waller out left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 33 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Carried by number
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Newton looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and
10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Josh Jacobs.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Newton. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. The 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Raiders. They'll take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He may try and run for, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10.
This is Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Across midfield to the 20.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now to the air, Locke. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Locke looks to throw it again. Out quickly to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 22, Newton. He'll find Williams on the slant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McCrane on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the quarter. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. 31-21, the final score. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. A 4-point win, 18-14, the final score. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
O'Donnell set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Hamler now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Powers ahead at the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Jacobs. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Newton. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll bang that one through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Block now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 5.
Now Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Block now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Malik Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. That's complete to his running back, Connor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Makes it
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun, Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with counter. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Jacobs, the ball.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, good footwork on the span. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So we've got a challenge. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Number 49.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 29 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well.
Receiving team.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. So now it's a great starting field position as well.
Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off play action. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cam on the option. Able to, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Cam Newton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Maurice Hurst able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.